West Virginia state health officials say 7 more people have died from COVID-19, a new one-day record, bringing the state's total fatalities to 124. And as the number of cases and deaths continues to rise, so do concerns from business owners and their employees. There's now a push for liability protections for businesses. West Virginia Tonight reporter Larissa Casillas reports.
The first lawsuits against employers were recently filed in California, alleging essential workers contracted COVID-19 while on the job. As cases continue to rise, some are proposing liability protections for businesses to spare them from potential lawsuits.
Well, there's probably 2 ways to look at this. One is from the employer perspective or the business, and then one from the employee's perspective.
Charleston attorney John McGee says the federal government has stepped in with an additional 2 weeks of sick leave, as well as the Families First Relief Act, which gives an additional 10 weeks of leave, but there are still a lot of inconsistencies.
Government has been inconsistent to this point. There's not a federal standard. Different states are taking different approaches, so oftentimes the employers are left to their own devices to try to figure out what is appropriate.
If shield laws were in place, McGee says businesses couldn't be sued, or they'd have to be proven grossly negligent or intentionally wrong to get sued. Republican lawmakers say they have enough votes in the legislature to pass a bill that would have these liability protections for churches, small businesses, and universities. They are just waiting on the governor to hold a special session. So far, Governor Jim Justice has expressed no interest in having one. Republican delegate Joshua Higginbotham is one lawmaker pushing for liability protections.
I mean, you got so many churches that are afraid to open up in West Virginia because they're afraid they're going to get sued. I've spoken with many pastors about this.
For now, McGee stresses employees should wear a mask, social distance, wash their hands, and point out anything that needs to be pointed out to their employers. In Charleston for West Virginia Tonight, I'm Larissa Casillas.
Delegate Higginbotham says some Democrats in the House will support a liability protection bill if it has more stringent requirements for employers when they reopen.